Hey everyone, welcome to What the Flick. Fargo, Season 2, Episode 3, The Myth of Sisyphus. I said it.
As opposed to the...
Myth of Sisyphus. Robert and Alonso. And, whoa, this episode. One of the things that I love about this show is, while, yeah, they will indulge in the, oh yeah, and the kind of goofy Midwestern stuff, when push comes to shove, the policemen on this show, or at least the hero policemen on this show, not counting like...
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk, thank you. In season 1, I kept wanting to say Saul Goodman. I knew that wasn't it. Anyway, but when the hero cops on this show, when they're actually doing their job and they're facing down, bad people, they're really good at their job.
You're referring to Patrick Wilson.
Yes, on the compound this week.
That was a genuine hero moment. I mean, like, and you feel like there's so many very kind of like poorly done hero moments in TV shows and movies these days, but he felt really like strong and like and exciting.
Especially in contrast with the Fargo guy who was so clearly, like cowed by these people and obviously had grown up knowing that they were bad news and so has always sort of lived his life afraid of them.
Right.
He's like, I'm a cop. You're not getting my gun. You're not shooting at me. And, you're going to answer my questions.
No, there were two solid Western outlaw, like showdown in the street moments.
Oh, yeah. And then later with Mike Milligan and the Coffee Brother, the Kitchen Brothers.
The Kitchen Brothers. Or the Bathroom Brothers, as Ted Danson called them.
Exactly.
That was funny. That's what I love about like the humor is that you can't tell whether Ted Danson is actually saying Bathroom Brothers because he knows it's kitchen and he's being wry. I mean, it's like the wryness of the humor is fantastic.
And we see where Molly gets her deductive skills. Her mom pieces together the whole hit and run shoe in the tree.
Oh my
clue.
God, I know they really got to that faster than I thought, but also very believably too.
Sure.
I thought that was all really well done. So the screws are tightening on the couple.
Yes.
On Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst.
Right.
Because I can't remember people's characters'
I
names.
know. There's 2. We did 6 shows today, people. They're all Batman to me. I don't know.
Yeah. So when they're piecing it together in the salon, I mean, Kirsten Dunst is just like you really feel intensely for what she's going through at that moment, and then her friend knows, right? Because the friend knows about the car.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah. The boss saw the windshield and stuff, so she's gonna. Oh.
Yeah, so no,
that's not going to end well.
No, it's not. So this was a good, I thought last week's episode was a little slow, but this one really kind of, as I said, tightened the screws kind of nicely. I'm very proud that they came up with a killer with the same kind of like creepy charm that Bob Thornton had last year. Bokeem Woodbine is doing a great job.
Oh God, yeah, he definitely and I mean I could watch a whole show that's just him and not Ray Romano, the God, we're so bad with names today. The guy who played the brother on Everyone Loves Raymond.
Right, Brad Garrett.
Brad Garrett, just them talking about breakfast was just like they're so great together.
And I can't think of anyone's ever mentioned this in either the Coen brothers, either in Fargo or in like last season, but the whole polite unfriendliness thing that he mentions about the accent and stuff like that was just fantastic.
Yeah. There's little moments at work. The big sort of. Even like the kind of traditional action beats feel real, but they are also effective. Like all the stuff with the typewriter salesman this episode, and God, Dodd and his daughter, ugh.
I mean, I was a huge fan of Burn Notice and Jeffrey Donovan. I loved him in Burn Notice, but you knew that he had it in him to play somebody as creepy as Dodd after being a good guy for so long in TV. So he's a really good actor, and I love him as Dodd. But I mean, the thing about this show is that I didn't know whether Patrick Wilson was whether Lou. So I believe his name was Lou. Silverson was going to die. I mean, I don't put it behind this. The show won't kill him off. So I mean, I really want those 2 scenes with him where
then how would we have Keith Carradine in season 1?
Keith Carradine, that's right.
He has to live.
Well, there you go. Even better then. You forget that he's Keith Carradine, or just get shot or something.
True. He does leave the force for something.
There's just genuinely tense moments in the show, and you don't know in what direction it's going.
And now I got to go back and look at season season 1 because there's an episode where they reference basically the events of this season, as where he talked about like that being, I think, like sort of his last big case or something.
Yeah, I kind of had a moment where I looked at the son. I looked at Bear's son.
Bear,
I believe, and I thought like this show will now like hint at what the next season will be somehow through a character in this season. I thought that's what they should probably do. It's just like they hinted at what next season would be last season.
Sure.
They should probably like.
I find the character of Bear's son really fascinating because whatever he's got going on, nobody ever mentions it specifically,
right.
And he's clearly treated like a member of the family, and it's like it's no big fuss is made over his capabilities. And oh God, Jean Smart.
Yeah.
God, she's. I love seeing actresses. It's like watching Mary Tyler Moore in Ordinary People. You're used to seeing this sort of kind of bubbly, charming side, and then they just get to unpack this other thing going on. Did Jean Smart play Aileen Wuornos in a TV movie? Am I remembering that wrong? I didn't see it. Now I kind of want to go back and see that if she did.
Because she's usually mean but like glammed up or dolled up and like that, and so it's just nice to see her just kind of actually look differently.
Well, I mean, Designing Women, she was completely a sweetheart. But yeah, there have been other things where she was sort of condescending, but in a glam way.
Yeah, because she was on Samantha Who, the Christina.
Oh, right. She's always fun to watch. And so it's fun to watch her just be completely in this. So, great episode. We're hooked in. So we hope you'll be back next week.